Law under fire. Borders betrayed. From our streets to our seas, the fight for sovereignty has come home. Border Betrayal, in theaters now.
The border war just moved to Main Street America. Right now in Chicago, federal agents are being attacked by mobs helping illegals escape. In Indianapolis, schools are physically blocking parents from taking their own kids to leave the country legally. That's not protecting families, that's kidnapping. Meanwhile, Louisiana ICE just busted a sex trafficking ring selling women on WhatsApp for $60. The monsters running it? All illegals brought here by Biden's open border. California's Attorney General openly refuses to enforce federal law, while New York socialists demand $200 million of your tax dollars to fight deportations. The sanctuary rebellion is here. Trump's response is coming. And what you're about to see will shock you. And as we wrap up 2025, it's a good time to slow down and reflect on the year. If there's one thing that we've all learned, it's that uncertainty isn't temporary. It's the world we live in now. Waiting for things to go back to normal isn't a plan, it's a gamble. And for over a decade, my friends at Noble Gold Investments have helped Americans protect themselves and the people they love by diversifying their wealth with gold and silver. Look, no one knows what 2026 will bring, but one thing is for sure. In an uncertain world, real wealth isn't digital, it's physical, it's lasting, and it's yours. Before the year ends, take one smart step towards a safer future. Visit nextnewsgold.com and get your free wealth protection kit today, or you can call that number 877-646-5347 and find out how you can get 10 1-ounce silver holiday coins with qualified accounts. So another video has just been released. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, announcing the Department of War carried out another lethal kinetic strike on international waters of the Caribbean, targeting a vessel operated by a designated terrorist organization that was trafficking narcotics, killing 3 male narco-terrorists. Here's the unclassified, newly released video. These videos are becoming very commonplace these days. Yep, President Trump not holding back, not going to let that stuff come to the shores of the United States. But here we have Fort Fischer 10 hours ago in Skokie, not far from here, a suburb of Chicago. ICE and CBP agents arrest a worker and take him away in unmarked vehicle with a Chinga La Migra sticker on the front.
¿Qué le estoy haciendo, güey? No me dobles tanto.
Déjame ver atrás.
Sí, güey, ¿qué estás haciendo?
Poniéndote los expulsos.
Ah, pues no mames, güey. Estás estimando, güey, no estoy haciendo nada. Se puede dejar de raza, no mames.
Sight becoming all very familiar. Videos like these we've been covering for weeks and weeks and weeks now as the ICE raids continue across the country, rounding up the illegals that Joe Biden let in. Fort Fischer News to Share, one of the many sources on the ground, getting this video that you won't see anywhere else. So my hat's off to Ford and his team getting this video for you that we can present. Johnny Maga, Chicago women are spending their days walking around with whistles so they can alert illegals of ICE activity in the area. This is very similar to what we had reported on what was going on on Halloween in Chicago. We had uncovered a complete network of individuals who were staking out different corners and streets to warn of ICE activity on Halloween using whistles. Maybe this is one of those people.
You guys do this, but we started implementing the whistle in Chicago, or at least northern Chicago and some of the northern suburbs of Chicago, to let people know that ICE is in the neighborhood. So if you blow it and it's like beep, 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 that means that ICE is close by. And if it's a long like beep, that means that someone's being detained. And this way it can be a community effort. People are giving them out in their little libraries. People have them on their front doorsteps. I highly recommend spreading the word. Stay safe out there, friends.
So they got coded whistling now. Miranda Devine writing, imagine how horrible it would be to have her as a mother. Indianapolis public schools being sued now for allegedly not allowing ICE to investigate on campus. IPS sued for allegedly thwarting ICE efforts on school grounds. The Indiana Attorney General suing the woke school district that tried to prevent illegal alien from self-deporting with his child. An illegal alien from Honduras decided earlier this year to voluntarily deport so he could one day apply to return to the U.S. legally, AG Rokita claimed. On the day of his family's planned departure, one of his children went to school against his wishes. When the father went to retrieve his son from school to ensure that his family could deport the U.S. together, the school obstructed him and then obstructed ICE from assisting as well. Here is the filing that has been made by the Indiana Attorney General. Glenn Beck responding, Indiana's largest public school district just declared itself a sanctuary zone, not from ICE, but from illegal immigrants who want to self-deport. The Indiana Attorney General apparently joining Glenn Beck.
Of course, AFPI is the...
I can believe that there are schools this out of control, but not so out of control that they block a dad from picking up his own son. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, I sure can. And I'm sure glad to have Leanne with us on this lawsuit. You know, of course, AFPI is the a policy arm, policy more than a think tank, an action tank that's associated with the policies of President Trump. So we couldn't be more grateful. But what happened here, think about this. Remember Kristi Noem had the voluntary deportation opportunity. Now, this is an opportunity that's been in statute before Kristi Noem, before President Trump, but it's never really been utilized as much as this administration has. And so this father, recognizing that he was not in compliance with the law, decided to say, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity so I can maybe come back the right way one day. Wow. Need to go get my son at school, and went to the school to try to get his kid, and the school obstructed him, and then obstructed ICE from assisting as well. So the lawsuit's not just about that. It's about a whole string of policies that we've uncovered, Glenn, that this school system and probably others around the country have in place that keep these kids and keep ICE from doing their job.
Wow. There you have it. Indiana public school. 3 illegal aliens from Honduras arrested and federally indicted for running a sex trafficking ring in Baton Rouge. Women were kidnapped and sold for $40 to $60 on WhatsApp. All 3 of these monsters were imported by the Biden-Harris administration. Here's a local news report.
Indictment
from
the Middle District.
WBRZ.
The investigation, which began over a year ago, centered on a home where 3 to 5 men at a time would be waiting in line outside. This video shot by the WBRZ shows Homeland Security going in and out of one of the residences where authorities say a sex ring was operating. According to a federal indictment from the Middle District, 3 Honduran nationals were running a sex trafficking operation from that home on Nicholson and another on Astor near LSU. Zaira Lopez Oliva, Jesus Lopez, Kirsis Castellanos Carrington were all indicted this afternoon. Homeland Security began investigating in August of last year and were finally able to make arrests last month after a sting operation confirmed what was going on inside. The indictment says the clientele were given a menu of available women through WhatsApp with prices, usually paying $40 to $60. Some of those women were trafficked from Houston and New Jersey. The investigation, which began over a year ago, centered...
That's why we need ICE rounding up these scumbags. During an active ICE operation, anti-ICE protesters interfered with federal officers and helped an illegal alien escape custody on foot. That is a crime and a clear violation of federal law. Anyone who obstructs a lawful arrest will face prosecution and be held fully accountable. Where is this? Look at this. 219773. I saw that on the sign. This is clearly happening in the Chicago area. You see the Walgreens there. Look at this guy running with his handcuffs. Absolutely crazy town we're living in. People actually assisting ICE. Anti-ICE protester tells me ICE handcuffed a baby in Chicago. This amount of fake news out there about ICE is insane. It's designed to manipulate people and being against immigration enforcement. So if you recall, we covered this. This is the visual that they keep presenting, but the fact is it was a father playing making a joke online with his son.
Because you brought it up. Handcuffing the kid in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about that. You said they were handcuffing a child in ICE.
You were going to show me that it was fake.
So I pulled one up, and it could not be the one that you're talking about. Are you talking about this image that was going viral?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay, so there's no other image that's going viral. So
Is that fake?
that one was, yeah. It was a
that
dad
fake?
like handcuffing his child as like a
I
joke.
see.
So
They-
prove to me that happened then, because you brought it up. I don't need to prove a negative. Is there photo evidence of it?
I don't know. Let's see.
You said a child
Well,
being arrested, handcuffed, is what you said.
So let's see if I can find that video.
That's
or
okay. Take your time,
image.
please. No rush. We want to get the truth out there. That's what we're focused on. By the way, how's your night going while we're waiting?
I don't like
What'd you just say to me?
I said off.
You don't like me?
No, I don't. You support this shit. You're here for this shit. I don't like you. I don't like you
that's
at
fair.
all.
You don't have to like
I
me. You don't
can't
have to like
believe I'm in the same country with you.
me. I treat people that I disagree with politically with respect. You don't need to do the same. So
No,
you're
I
okay.
still dislike you.
It's not going to make you win the argument
No, it's not.
or the conversation. So you can be as rude as you want.
Do you think there's a winner?
Huh?
Do you think someone's going to win this?
Truth is going to win.
All right, so we're focusing on one thing that I saw that I can't find a picture of, correct?
Yeah. You want to know why you can't find a picture of it?
Huh?
You want to know why you can't find a picture of it? Because it's a baseless claim that you're regurgitating.
Did they still jump down from helicopters and detain U.S.?
You're changing the subject.
Did they jump? Was that true? Did they
Changing the
act-
subject because you can't prove it, right?
Currently, I can't.
Is that correct?
talk.
We can slow down. James Klug for the win there. Gotta love it when these protesters are confronted. And now we have this. They're openly admitting to still wanting to prevent Trump from deporting enough illegals so they can effectively grant amnesty to enough of them to cement single-party control. Gunter Eagleman writing and commenting on Representative Pramila Jayapal's appearance on MSNBC.
Contributing in the Well, Chris, I think that Trump's overreach, his violence, his cruelty, his picking up, huge numbers of people, despite whatever their status is, whatever their immigration status is, that has included U.S. citizens, it's included legal permanent residents, and it has included people who have been here for 15, 20 years, living, contributing in their communities. They have relationships across their communities. They're undocumented, but they have no other crime. And as you know, being undocumented is actually not a crime. Undocumented presence itself is a civil offense. And so I think what people have seen is these masked men coming onto the streets, kidnapping people, deporting people, and it has caused an absolute reaction with the American people who are saying, wait a second, this is not what I asked for. You said that you were going to go after the worst of the worst. That was the phrase that he used. This is not what we're talking about. We actually like immigrants. We like immigration. And we think that there should be ways for people to stay here when they have been living here, pathways for people to come in. And so I really do think that Trump has gone way overboard, and in many ways it's ricocheted back, and it's allowed us to once again regain the high ground that Democrats...
You're never going to regain the high ground at all. Because Trump already has the high ground. If you got value for this report, tab, subscribe. My final thought is next. You see, this is what invasion looks like, not at the border, in your neighborhood. When schools can kidnap children to stop legal deportation. When protesters can assault federal agents without consequences. When sex traffickers operate openly because cities protect them. We've crossed the line from policy disagreement into open rebellion. The Indiana Attorney General gets it. He's suing. He's fighting. He's showing every red state how to push back. But blue state politicians like Rob Bonta and Tiffany Caban, they are choosing criminals over citizens, cartels over communities. They want you to pay for lawyers to keep rapists and traffickers on your streets. And the fake news about ICE handcuffing babies, pure propaganda to manipulate your emotions while real monsters walk free. So here's my question for the comment section. Should states that harbor criminal illegals lose all federal funding immediately? Yes or no? Drop your answer below, and you can support our fight by checking out our Patriot gear in the merch shop linked in the description.